once people start actually watching this, we're just going to be on all the cool shows. We'll be on Joe Rogan. He'll interview us. He'd be like, how are you guys so goddamn funny?
Yeah.
I mean, let's go, Brandon. Everything's got so many options now.
Corey's on a fucking Seek one tonight.
Yeah. So you know what's funny? The other night I looked at my wife, swear to God, hand to God. I looked at her and said, you know what sounds like really good right now? And she's like thinking, I don't know, chocolate, cookies, something, right? And I was like, fucking Kool-Aid. Like I like black cherry or red version Kool-Aid. Something. Just like I haven't had Kool-Aid in forever.
Grape.
And I almost called Bert and asked him if he had any. I got some Chub Rub juice.
You know what I mean?
I got some Chub Rub juice.
Oh, that's a callback. I think that's a callback, right?
It is.
What they call that in the industry?
It is.
Recording in progress.
Why is my camera not working?
I don't know, dude. Oh God.
What?
You're something special. I swear, I look at Amanda, I'm just like, how?
Well, you know what they say.
How? Why? You know? How?
No,
What?
not how and why.
What? Huh?
Huh?
What?
What? What?
In the butt?
What?
What in the butt? What in the butt?
Name that tune. No guesses. You're just gonna sit there and stare off into oblivion. Huh? Yeah, called you out. My ear's cold.
Fuck. I don't have any water.
Oh, tough shit. Do you want to go get some water?
Yeah. Recording in progress.
Well, now that you got water.
I wonder how much that chick got paid to do that voiceover.
She probably did it with a bunch of other things at once and probably got made like $150 and then realized they're using me. Motherfucker. I got ripped off just like the person that designed the Nike logo. They got $100 for that.
What? Really?
I think it's something ridiculous. It might even be less than that, but it was like, I mean, think about how long Nike's been around. They were like,
Nike? Oh, is it Nike or is it Nike?
It's Nike.
Sure.
Otherwise, everybody, including their commercials, have been mispronouncing their own name for years.
Do they say Nike in their commercials?
Nike, just do it. Yeah.
Okay.
How are you? How was your week?
How was my week? What did I do this week? I got the Christmas stuff put away.
Yeah?
Yeah. Fired up the dirt bike, took that around the block.
Ooh. Fancy pants, man.
Yeah.
I did the same. I did take my decorations down. I wanted to do the weekend before, but it was pouring rain. And if it wasn't pouring rain, it was freezing cold. So I decided next weekend, and then picked the perfect weekend because it was completely dry. Yeah.
You could do it, but you're back into it.
So I think we should just jump right into something that I've been wanting to talk about since the day after we recorded last week. It's been driving me ape shit.
Ape shit?
Yes. It has to do with, we've talked about social media as being one of the worst inventions of all time, but I think we should clarify something. And you tell me if you disagree with this. It's not the social media platforms that are bad. or stupid. It's the people that are on them. Like, not all cars get in accidents. It's the people driving them that create those problems.
Not all guns shoot people.
Not all guns shoot people. Not all whores give people diseases. Because there are smart whores out there. They use protection. But that doesn't mean they're all one way or the other. Anyways.
Not all beer tastes good.
No. That is a great one. That is a great one.
You know? Not all tequila.
No. Ooh.
Not all tequila.
If you tell me you're a tequila connoisseur and your tequila of choice starts with anything Jose and ends in Cuervo, you have no place talking about how you love tequila. That is the worst. No, I'm sorry. I'm sure there is worse. Like I told you about the guy that made his own homemade tequila at the Christmas party, the one where you were like, well, in there, I told you that he made some homemade tequila, and you were like, homemade tequila sounds awful. And I was like, it was awful. So there is worse. But like, as far as something you can go and buy in the store and people know its name, that is the worst. I'd rather drink fucking R&R than that. And R&R is nothing to write home about. Not that there's anything wrong with it, because if you're having a whiskey Coke, fucking put some R&R in there.
Hey,
don't waste.
I think I told you when I used to play fantasy football, we'd hang out at one guy's house, and the staple drink every fucking morning was black velvet and orange juice.
See, you know what? I have black velvet will always have a special place in my heart, and it's because I will never forget this weekend.
But black velvet and orange juice.
Yeah, I know. It sounds that together. I'm just black velvet will always have a special place in my heart. My buddy Chase, one weekend in the summer, we were like, well, I don't think he just got a boat, but he was bringing it out for the first time. And we spent 2 days on his boat drinking black velvet all day Saturday. And then we went back out for Sunday. And it was only because we were so hungover. We were like, we got to drink again or we're not going to survive.
Yeah.
And we went back the next day. And this time he brought this. At the time, this was not normal. It was black velvet, but it was like a honey infused one or something. It was, everybody has like Jack Daniel's got one and
Crown Apple, Crown Vanilla.
They have a bunch of those things now. They didn't really have that much, so they had it, and it was fucking amazing. And I don't know if it was amazing because we were hungover and we just like needed something, but we were like taking pulls off the bottle, like this is delicious. And so that will always have a special place in my heart because that was like a fantastic weekend. And yeah, like my hat. I know you're gonna say no, but I wore this because the shitter was full. Huh?
I have a Giants one somewhere. I think it's in my van.
Yeah. Speaking of Giants, I heard they fired their coach today. Is that true?
Yesterday, finally.
Yesterday. Huh?
Yesterday, finally.
Yeah, they had to wait until after everybody else. They're like, no, we need to be in the news by ourselves.
Yeah. So Black Velvet on their website, they have Black Velvet apple and Black Velvet toasted caramel.
That's what it was. It was toasted caramel. That's what it was. I remembered that wrong. Thank you.
I've never seen that, dude.
Yeah, it was.
They even got Black Velvet Reserve, dude. So if you want to go top shelf,
what?
When you're like, all right, I'm gonna do top shelf today. Black Velvet Reserve, baby.
So since we're talking about it, I had to bust this out.
Oh, what is it?
It is Crown Royal, as you can see in the Crown Royal glass.
Well, look at you. How do I know it's just not your own pee-pee and you're really dehydrated? That's why it's so brown.
Because I didn't pee in this bottle. That's a lot of piss. Actually, it's not that much. All right. Nah. It could be. That'll leave that up for you to just imagine.
Really dehydrated.
Did I take that much work to... Hey, I don't want a paper crown. I'm going to make them think I'm paid for crown. So I'm going to piss in this bottle. But I can't drink water for 3 days, so it looks like it. That'd be a lot of work.
That'd be awesome though.
So to finish my thought, so we've all seen this recently. I'm back on the social media thing. In my opinion, or in my humble opinion, is today's version of.
Is it humble or honest?
It doesn't.
IMHO. I always thought it was in my honest opinion.
Whatever.
Nobody's humble.
It doesn't matter. What I'm trying to get at is anytime somebody uses that, especially when they abbreviate it, like on Twitter where they're like IMHO, right? You can't even spell it out. Oh, you don't want to use the characters because you want to say your bullshit down here. That's this generation's new. No offense, but because everybody has the right to have an opinion nowadays. This is what we do this for, is to talk about our opinion.
Hey, God bless America.
I don't feel like I've shoved anything down anybody's throat on here for all 8 people that watch this, or 10. We have 40 subscribers, by the way, and I would imagine that we would have 40 views a week minimum. No. Slackers. I don't care, but people say they're too busy. I don't. I'm done with that excuse. You're either a friend of ours and you support us in our endeavors, or you don't. So, to be honest, and I can say this because if they're not listening, but if you're not listening and you're not going to listen every week, don't subscribe. Don't give us this falsehood of fake news. Man, and get our hopes up.
You went from in my honest opinion to fucking
shut up,
kick rocks.
Yeah, because in my opinion,
opinion,
it is the new no offense that people think, oh, I can say this and that just releases me from all reality of facts. Like, and somebody could be like, nah, you're wrong. They're like, no, your mom smells like whores. And like, wait, that has nothing to do.
How do you know what whores smell like?
I feel like it's a really, really strong, odorly, fruity spearmint smell. That's what I would imagine. Like, it just sounds right. Like, man, this smells like grapes and spearmint all in one. Like, that's what a whore smells like, I would imagine.
It's like what?
Can you imagine?
It's like what a freshly opened can of tuna with perfume sprayed on it. That's what it smells like.
So more like cat food.
Yeah. Like cat food with perfume sprayed on it.
Yeah, that's more accurate. Oh God, I just got a weird visual. I got another one. Things happen to me, right?
We've more than most. That more than to what happens to most people. Yeah.
So don't get too excited because it's not installed yet. But my wife bought me a webcam, or not a webcam. A car camera.
Whoa. I was like, where the fuck is this going?
No.
My wife bought me a webcam.
Not a webcam. Well, what? It would be for this if I had to. Anyways,
I was waiting for it, and I'm starting a free. I'm starting a free OnlyFans.
I'm trying to remember what it's called, like a camera for your car when you're driving, like a dash cam. Sorry, there it is, dash cam. I haven't installed it yet, so don't be like, oh my gosh, he's got footage. But man, I wish I would have had some the other day.
Here we go. Not again.
Before I tell the story, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to ask all of you out there this question because this has happened to every single fucking one of you. And if you do this, you're a part of this. And I don't give a shit because, in my opinion, I don't give a fuck. Hashtag speaking up. You ever been in a parking lot and somebody doesn't understand how big they're or small or their car size ever, and the backs up the slowest and human possible, and then they stop, pull forward way less than they came backwards to then turn and then back up some more? It's like they're looking behind them like this. Right. And I'm not talking about older people. This is not older people. This person was normal age. You know what I mean by normal age? Anybody between the age of 20 and 50.
That's normal age?
In there, if you can't operate a vehicle without hesitation, don't fucking
I think
drive.
You got to up that to 65 at least.
Okay. Well, I was trying to be a little, like, giving some people an out, but you know what I'm saying? Dude, I can understand if you're in a big rig, there's a possibility you don't drive it every day. And so guess what? Yeah, be careful. But when you're in a fucking sedan, or even a hatchback,
even
a small SUV.
I don't know, man.
If I had this footage, you would be like, okay, that's ridiculous. It was
yeah. Ridiculousness.
That show is actually
kind of look like Chanel West Coast. Like you could be her brother.
I don't know if to take that as a compliment or an insult. Honestly.
No, so
well, hold on.
My car has
Coast, if you agree, go ahead and comment below. And then have my people have your people call my people. We'll set up a time to have you on the show. We'd love
my car. My car has a rear view or backup camera.
That was where I was going with it.
My wife's car doesn't.
This car,
it's difficult for me to when I drive my wife's car. Number one, all her windows are tinted. I can't drive it at night at all. It's too fucking dark in there.
What kind of Escalade does your wife drive?
It's a Honda Accord.
Oh, it's not a Pontiac, Impala, or like some kind of like Cadillac DeVille.
Nah.
Fucking jumping on the springs. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Whisking the 140s. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
The gold plated. We could wackos.
Nah, bro.
Not the airbags dropping it up. That's what I see your wife.
She got that Honda Accord, dog.
So Honda Accord.
Ping, 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 ping.
Oh, that video is one of the greatest things. Dude, you just brought me back. So
that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Like ping pong, ping pong, ping. And then it shows the American car. He's like, whoa. So there's a fellow, Aaron, at my work. That is his all-time favorite video. And it comes up at least once a month where it'll pop up somewhere and he loses it. He loses his mind.
Oh, dude.
Every single time. Aaron, dude, he loses his mind. That was one of those ones where I sent it to him and he doesn't always watch everything right away when I send it to him. So it was like a couple days later, like, hey, did you see that video? Because I knew he'd get a kick out of it. He goes, no. I was like, dude, watch it right now. He started crying. He had to go into the bathroom because he felt like he was gonna shit himself because he could not stop laughing. Probably not shit himself. I think he was gonna pee himself because he had pee and he was like, I can't stop laughing. And it was like weeks later, and he's still. Oh, it's a great video.
There's another one on Instagram, dude, where it's something about when she asks,
about the rice.
No,
like in Arabic, how do you say rice in your language? In Arabic, we still call it ariz. And he comes on, he's like, Asian dude. He's like, I call it chicken fried rice. And like, just God, it's so funny. He's like, egg roll, dude. But it's out of nowhere and it's fucking hilarious. I wish I had it on quick now.
I wish I could find this other one, man.
But parking space
where the guy's playing a fucking flute and it's something about fucking going down on a chick. Hey, you wouldn't know what to do if you went down on me or something. And this guy's playing this flute. That one, I die every fucking time, dude.
I haven't seen that. You're gonna have to find it and send it to me because I
show it to my wife and she's like, "You ready to show that to me?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's fucking funny."
There are some videos where no matter how many times I see them, I'll laugh. And that the chicken fried rice one is one. The other one is the what do they call it? I don't even know what the video is called. It's just funny. It's one of those ones where it's so blatantly like, if it wasn't done so aggressively, it could be offensive to some people. But because it's so aggressive, it's funny. And it's because you're like, okay, this is supposed to be funny. There's no gray. There's no guessing or thinking that it's not supposed to be funny. It is supposed to make everybody laugh. Are you looking it up?
I'm trying, man.
Well, I while you're doing that,
I know I just fucking saw it, dude.
Let me tie a bow on this parking people. Like, I get it. There are times where maybe you can't see. Maybe you're driving a car you don't drive all the time.
Hey, yeah. Another car that doesn't have a backup camera, my fucking van. Dude.
Yeah. But this car
thing's big, dude. Like,
you know how I know that this car had one?
How you know?
Because it's less than 3 years old.
How do you know? Oh,
yes, it was
that's one of your hidden talents to know the year, make,
Do you
and
know?
model.
Do you remember when Kia changed their emblem on their car?
I didn't
Their
know they
logo?
changed their emblem.
Yeah. So eat a dick. It had the new Kia emblem on the car, which means it's at least actually I think it's less than that. It's at least 2 years or newer. So suck on that. So guaranteed 100% has a camera in it. Don't argue with me.
I'm not arguing. I'm listening.
Listening to what? I can't hear shit.
I'm listening to you.
Oh, well, it doesn't look like it. We're not making eye contact right now.
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
do I gotta say after every fucking sentence?
Yeah. Make me feel wanted.
Okay.
Make me feel accepted here. Like my hair. I'm gonna start doing my.
Dude.
I'm gonna start wearing hats and doing the whole hair thing in the front. How do you think that'll? Do you think that'll? I'll pull that off. You know, where you comb the hair and then put the hat on. Like, first of all, whoever came up with that idea is a fucking idiot. No, I won't.
You won't.
Next week.
I just said you won't. Fuck, dude.
You're taking way too much time looking up something.
I know.
And
dude,
I don't
but
care.
it is worth it. It is so funny.
When we get off this, you'll find it 30 seconds and then you'll send it to me and we'll talk about it next week.
Oh,
what?
The word, another word I thought of that doesn't, it's pronounced different than what it looks like in print.
Oh,
remember I facade?
Oh yeah. I saw something. Somebody said it was facade was written on an email, and I almost forwarded it to you, just because it said facade. I was looking forward to saying nothing.
There's another one.
It was like a change order or like an RFI from somebody, and I was like, this will confuse the shit out of him unless he notices this word in the title in the subject line. I didn't do it.
There's another one.
Okay, what is it?
Caveat.
Ooh, I don't even know how to spell caveat. If I saw it, I probably wouldn't even know how to pronounce it. Honestly,
it's like caveat, CAVEAT.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know. If somebody said, "Hey, can you spell caveat?" and I'd be like, "Absolutely not."
I just fucking read it.
Even try.
I read it this week. It was either Monday or Tuesday, and I was like, "There's another one, just like facade."
There's some out there. There's some out there.
I remember I read it. I'm like, caveat, what? Fucking I like to the point where I had to look it up. I'm like, oh, caveat.
Well, anything you want to talk about before I go into my next one? Because I mean, I got a couple things. I could just keep going if you want.
I don't know, man. I'm so fucking burned out from work, dude. I feel bad.
No, I mean,
my brain is fucking mush.
No, I've kind of been that way. I mean, that's why we didn't record yesterday, because I was busy. And then I got home, and my wife wasn't feeling good. She had a headache. She was like,
"What's she doing today? How are you,
she's better today." But she ended up going because she was having something going on with her neck. So she had to go to the chiropractor today. And so she did. And it did good.
Is that what she's calling me now?
Yeah, that's what she said. She says, by the way, when you refer to me going over to Jason's office, call the chiropractor. So she went to the chiropractor and she popped and did all the stuff.
Oh yeah,
the other side for the first couple hours afterwards, the other side of her head was hurting because it's like overcorrection. But now she seemed to be okay. About an hour before, she's like, she's talking to her mom.
Give her some of that crown, dog. Don't be stingy.
It's my crown, bitch. Did I even offer you any?
I don't want
back the fuck up.
I don't drink that fucking cheap shit, dude. Canadian whiskey. Keep that shit north of the border, dude. Fucking America.
North of the border?
Yeah.
You mean north of Canadian border? Because that's what this would be. You mean south of the border?
I said keep that shit north of the border.
This is north of the border.
No, it's not.
Canada is north of the border.
Yeah.
No matter which border you want to talk about.
North of our border. United States, Canada. Border. Keep it north of the border.
Oh, you're saying keep it up there north of the border.
Keep the Canadian.
I thought you were saying keep the whiskey you drink north of the border. I was like, motherfucker, that is all of the whiskeys.
No, it's
all of the American or Canadian. You know what? Fuck off. Let's agree to disagree on this one.
Okay.
DBK. Dumb bitch. Know it.
You're fucking dumb.
No, you are. You were the head. It says dumb bitch. Know it. Hey. You know, I'm just being serious. I read something the other day that really kind of
Was it your horoscope?
No.
What's your sign, by the way?
I'm a Leo dog.
Are you? Meow. Or like the Cowardly Lion. Now you look like a who.
I read this the other day, and it kind of like stuck with me. And I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. It said, "Too many opinions, not enough respect." And that kind of like, it made me think of a couple different things. This is kind of going back to, in my opinion, everybody wants an opinion. Nobody really has the respect to something unless they think they're going to get cred for it. Right? Like,
no, dude, it's all about fucking, what do they call it? Clout?
Right. Like, the biggest thing about social media, there's some good that's out there. We all know this, right? But the 1% or 2% of people that are offended by something, right? Even if you want to say 3% of the world, right? Do you know how many people 3% is?
A lot.
It's a lot of people if you give it a number. This was another thing. If you were I was thinking about it. If you think about it this way, when people want you to think it's a major thing, they will tell you 300 million people will believe this or agree with this. If they want you to think it's not a lot, they'll say 3% of the population think this. You notice that?
Yeah, because 3 is smaller than 300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
If sometimes it's even a worse number than that. Like some people be like 200 million people just signed this petition. Worldwide. That's like, let's just be on the high side. Less than 5% of the world's population. But if they want you to not think it's a lot, they'll tell you less than 5% of the world's population agree with this dumbass. But they want you to, they're going to be like, you know what I mean? Like we try to not talk politics. They always throw out 81 million votes. Right?
Oh, here's another one. Maybe it's not too political.
Okay.
Or political. It all depends on how you want to look at it. So I just read an article about King County zoning.
Yeah.
But they surveyed some people for their opinion on how they should continue to zone the rest of King County. Should they continue with single family zoning or multifamily zoning? And the majority of the people, like 80% of respondents, said multifamily housing is the way to go.
Right.
You know, mass transit, multifamily housing, less fucking carbon, blah, 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 blah. And you get down to the end of the fucking, towards the bottom of the article, and it says they surveyed 511 people.
And they're probably all from one apartment complex.
511 people in King County, dude. A county with millions of people.
Yeah, but they probably were downtown.
This is your fucking sample serving that.
Yes, I agree. But this is the worst part. They probably stood outside of a couple apartment complexes that our company fucking built and said, "Hey, you like this?" They just moved in and they think it's fucking fantastic. They haven't made their first month's rent yet.
But it gets better.
$2,800 a month.
It gets better. They said, but their personal preference, whether would they rather live in a multifamily, 4, 5-story building or single family home? They all chose single family. Like they believe the future is multifamily, but we don't want to live there. We want to live in the single family homes.
Yeah. Dude, hashtag speaking of
all 511 of those people.
Hashtag speaking of multifamily. Dude, you know what some of these apartments are renting for? Not leave Seattle out of it. Let's go like Issaquah, right? Let's go Shoreline,
Let's go to Covington.
Dude.
My kids, my oldest, when she moved out in 2017, 18,
yeah,
1-bedroom apartment behind the Coles in Covington, 1-bedroom apartment, $2,100 a month. My mortgage was $1,700 a month at the time. And their car was getting broken into once a week. $2,100 a month.
There's people that believe that's smart money. There's apartments in downtown Seattle next to Amazon,
and homeless people.
And oh God, yeah.
Quick access to heroin.
If we knew how much the apartments,
you get what
the apartments in these buildings, and one of which I am speaking of specifically that I helped build, right? Did also when they were telling me what they were going to be running these apartments for and how much the penthouse suites were being sold for.
You turned into Greta Thunberg. How dare you?
No, I literally thought he was kidding. My guy Brian,
get the fuck out of here.
I thought he was just saying a major crazy number to make me go get the fuck out of here and have him go, yeah, it'd be fucking insane. He was dead serious. And this was 3 years ago.
How much?
Okay. So
Cuanto.
Small studio apartments, less than 600 square feet, like 560 or whatever. Studio, open floor space, kitchen, bathroom. That's it, right? $2,800 a month.
You get free heroin for the first month?
1 2-bedroom, right? Was like $3,500 or $3,500 a month. Okay.
All interior, no outside windows.
No,
like a fucking closet.
This is where it gets better. If you want to have a parking space, it costs $400 more a month.
Oh yeah.
Right. And you have to pay all these other like an HOA like fees. So they're saying the average person to live there every month would have to spend $4,000 ish. $4,000
live in that fucking
to live. And by the way, the apartments were only like 900 square feet.
Yeah,
dude, my bonus room in my house up here is like 670. Like this is the size of some of these apartments. People like, what the fuck?
Rent that bitch out, dude.
Rent this out?
Yeah.
Fuck no. Where would I do all my tricks and stuff and play my video games that I never play, but I have them. I got the TVs.
Yeah, where are you supposed to watch Mariners lose?
Here, just like the Seahawks. But guess what? I will be a fan forever, just like you'll be a Giants fan forever.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah, well, dude, shut up.
Last year.
I'm gonna call Eli and tell him you said that, and he's gonna be like, "That bitch."
Look at bitch named Eli.
We get him off my payroll now. Anyways, it's just been a crazy, like, I don't know, like,
what? How did we get here?
I don't even know. Like, there's not enough. What was the last thing?
Numbers. People exaggerating numbers.
Exaggerating numbers. So, like, there's not enough respect because people don't care. So, social media, the majority of most social media right now, like the hot thing is like TikTok or what's the other one?
Still ain't downloaded, bitches.
Instagram.
This guy.
Well,
God bless America.
Let me rephrase it.
I ain't downloading that fucking.
When I say TikTok, I don't mean necessarily TikTok. I'm talking the video clips of people that put out their things, their videos. Most of what I want to watch are funny ones, like what you're talking about. Today, it's popular to just regurgitate the same thing, take the exact same thing or the same sound and just make it your own, right? And then you try to get followers or likes or whatever, and then it really doesn't mean shit, right? If you go on any of these, anything social media related, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever the other ones are, right? There's videos, it's clips, sections. Like Facebook's, I think it's called the Watch. TikTok is nothing but videos.
I think Instagram is Reels.
Yep.
Right?
But a lot of those same videos are on all those platforms, right? And they just get put everywhere. And it's annoying.
Yeah.
Especially when you see the same thing and then somebody else, like on TikTok, the thing that drives me the most nuts is the one where they're showing the video and it might be something that you've seen and that you like. And then all of a sudden the guy comes in, he's like, right? Oh, whatever. Right? Like, no, dude, I don't need to see your face, you dumbass. But it's like you were saying, it's all about clout. It's all about, they don't care about respecting anything. TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram are this generation's paparazzi. They smear anybody they don't agree with, right? And they just spread the
and now it's that's not just paparazzi. Now anybody can do it. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's this
average
social
Joe
media
can just fucking,
huh?
Your average Joe, you and I can go be trolls.
Like the fact that we're on here, if we really wanted to do this about something, let's say we wanted to get on here and bash anybody. We've talked shit about Joe Rogan, but it's not hard to agree with that because it's true. Okay. So it's not really an opinion as much as that he is trash. Hashtag Joe Rogan sucks dick. I don't mean
really.
I mean metaphorically, like as in like eat a bag of dicks.
Oh, you had me fooled there for a second. I was like, well, really?
He wouldn't shock me. He's like, I like all things. Fuck off, dumbass, fat fuck. Anyway. I shouldn't have said that because he's really fat. Anyways,
ooh,
Joe Rogan. Oh, Joe Rogan, Seth Rogen. Did I say Joe Rogan earlier? I might have. I don't mean Joe
Rogan.
No,
I'm like, what the fuck?
See,
dude,
you had me all fucked up last week when you thought I was talking about Joe Rogan. I was like saying Seth Rogen the whole time. Fuck. God damn, I'm going to cut the whole thing out because I don't want to sound like a dumbass. Anyways, reset.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen, fat fuck. Because he's just like, somebody had him doing like, they took his voice and put it like I was on a lawnmower, like the world's worst lawn tool ever. And like, this guy goes up to start it. He's like, and he's like, ha. And it's like, it was kind of funny, but it wasn't because I was like, I hate that guy. I don't like Seth Rogen. I don't want to give him any cred for anything because, anyway.
Is that a real video?
Yeah, I'll find it and send it to you. I'm so actually surprised I didn't send it to you. You know what? I would have sent that to you.
Seth Rogen lawnmower. There we go. I found it.
It's so funny. Like you'll hear his laugh and you'll be like, "Oh God!" It makes you cringe. Can't see his face. Anyways, yeah. So, anyways, too much opinion, not enough perspective. It kind of resonated with me because I feel like people don't care. They'll see something that says this person did this horrible thing, and they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, he must have." Like, what if I came out and said, Jason exclusively only drinks orange Gatorade, but he's a closet Gatorade drinker?
That's a lie. I only drink blue.
But what if I said it was orange? And then it went viral and everybody was like, you like orange Gatorade. I'm using a simple example.
Jason likes orange Gatorade.
Oh, he likes the original. He doesn't go away from it. Well, technically the original with lemon lime, was it? I don't know. It's a mystery. I don't fucking care. Ooh. Like, everything's got so many options now.
Corey's on a fucking Seek one tonight.
Yeah. So you know what's funny? The other night I looked at my wife, swear to God, hand to God. I looked at her, I said, you know what sounds like really good right now? And she's like thinking, I don't know, chocolate, cookies, something, right? And I was like, fucking Kool-Aid. Like I like black cherry or red version Kool-Aid. Something just like I haven't had Kool-Aid in forever.
Grape.
And I almost called Bert and asked him if he had any. And that's because I started thinking about that video clip, and I was like, I'm gonna get some fucking.
You're right, dude. I don't remember the last time I had Kool-Aid.
I mean, I remember it being good when I was a kid. Maybe it won't be as good as I remember it, but I gotta. So the next time I go to the store, I'm gonna go get some packets of Kool-Aid and make some fucking Kool-Aid. I might be drinking Kool-Aid next
Are
week.
you gonna get the pre-sugared stuff or the stuff where you got to add the sugar?
I got to do the one where you add the sugar, because then that way I don't have to worry about like it taking up storage.
I remember in elementary school they used to have packets of Kool-Aid that came with the sugar in it already.
No, they do. Yeah, they were the bigger ones.
Yeah, and then
But they don't have those anymore. They either have the
lick your
container.
finger and stick it in there, and then your finger would turn all purple. Look like you just fucking got done finger banging Grimace.
That's disgusting. No, now they
Disgusting.
They come in the little containers, or they have just the packets of just the without the sugar. I haven't seen the other ones. I remember seeing where you could get the bigger ones that were in the sugar, and yeah, that's what we used to do.
Doing a little butt play with Barney.
Hey kids, stick it in my butthole.
I love you.
You know that reminds
Love
me of one of my favorite Dave Chappelle skits ever. It's from his stand-up Killing Them Softly, where he's talking about Sesame Street. And he's like, the kids are always like, "Oh, dude, yeah, you should watch it. It's
I don't
good."
remember. I know I've seen it.
It's the Sesame Street one where he's talking about all the characters of Sesame Street, like how Big Bird is like just fucking on smack or whatever, and like there's and Bert and Ernie and this and that, and then he's like Oscar, and everybody's always like, "Oscar, why are you a grouch?" And he's like, "Bitch, I live in a fucking trash can." Dude, it's one of my favorite things ever, because then it was like, you changed my life. I was like, he does live in a trash can. That's why he's a grouch. Like, why are you always a grouch? And he's like, bitch, I live in a fucking trash. One of my favorite stand-up clip moments ever that like had me going. It's the same one where he's talking about the kid on the street selling crack, and then like he came out at the end. He's like in the pregnant lady. He's like, ah. Anyways, good to see it.
What you doing out here so late, little baby?
Little baby. What you call a little baby, bitch? Dave Chappelle's so good. He's so funny.
Sometimes.
No. Most of the times.
Okay, most of the time.
Most times.
Yeah.
More often than a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm funny all the time. You're funny 69% of the time. Hey. Bada bing.
There he goes, jacking off ghosts again.
I still go back to like one of the early episodes where you were doing this thing, and I was like, I should blur that out because I didn't want like. I need some more of this.
Oh! Look, it was down by your crotch. You are pee-peeing in there.
I gotta keep it full, though. Actually,
Nasty
you know how
ass.
I make sure to fill this back up is I
Nasty ass brown pee-pee having motherfucker.
and pee-pee juice. What was
Every time you have a bottle of Crown, that's all you think of is brown pee-pee juice.
brown pee-pee juice? It was the last episode where you said
I'm gonna teach your daughter that. Your
brown
daddy
pee-pee
drinks brown
juice?
pee-pee juice.
What was it last week we called Corey and Jason's Chub Rub juice? Corey and Jason's Chub Rub juice, dude. When I went back and watched that, I fucking lost it. I was laughing so hard because you Corey and Jason's Chub Rub juice. This guy popped right out. It's like, fuck.
I should have been Chub Rub cream or Chub Rub. Chub Rub.
The fact that it just came out organically, Chub Rub juice. I'm gonna make a T-shirt that says
Chub Rub Balm.
Corey and Jason's Chub Rub juice. I would wear it. and like a jug of like an old fashioned jug.
With 3 X's on it.
Just yeah, what the fuck? There it is.
Oh.
I think I just came out with our first marketing merch idea. Because that's a good one.
Or
Corey and Jason's Chub Rub Juice on a t-shirt.
Or we just fucking quit the podcast and actually make some Chub Rub juice. No, make Chub Rub juice.
Actual Chub Rub juice.
Hey, yeah. Hey, we know them guys that made bacon salt, right?
That's right. We could call them.
I'm sure that started off as a joke, and they're like, "Whoa, wait, we're on to something."
Hold on a second. This is going to be fucking good. Sell it to everybody at Christmas time. They get Corey and Jason's Chub Rub juice.
Hey, you see how many fat girls there are out there? Fat guys, fat girls. It's not. We don't discriminate. They all get Chub Rub from time to time.
That's funny. Woo. That was good. Chub Rub juice. Get some. That'll be our slogan. Corey and Jason's Chub Rub juice. Get some. And show a guy standing there like, hey, this is good stuff. Hey, coming to the store near you.
Do you sweat a lot?
Do you sweat a lot?
Do you walk a lot?
Or do you just sit around a lot?
The skin in between your legs rub together and make smoke?
Does it get warm and you find yourself everything else is cold?
You find yourself walking like you just got off a horse because your rash hurts so bad.
It's raw in a place that should not be raw.
Try Corey Jason's Chub Rub
and it burns. Corey Jason's Chub Rub juice. Get some. Sold in small individual for one-time use only tubes. Get some. Today at Walmart or your local 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven and Walmart. That's
the commercial should be like the fucking the Flex Seal commercial. You know, where it just shows some chafed skin and the fucking guy comes with the chubber, dude, just like wham, dude.
We got to get on this because if we could get it together in time and do a GoFundMe and get enough money to put a commercial together for the goddamn Super Bowl and run that thing for like 3 seconds, it says Corey and Jason's Chub Rub juice, and that's it. It's the logo, Walmart. People be like, "Well, I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm gonna go buy from them." They would. You know they fucking would. Wait a second.
Oh, hang on. Let's Google Chub Rub. Chub Rub.
Be careful.
That way they beat us to it, dude.
I was choked on my own spit because I was like, I thought of what might pop up if you Googled Chub Rub.
They beat us to it, dude. Fuck, there's Stay Cool Chub Rub snag tights. You got Med Zone Chub Rub, all natural. Chafe Zone Chub Rub.
Ours will not be all natural. Ours will be Corey Jason's Chub Rub, chemicals and shit. It's what's like made with fucking chemicals.
People also ask, what is the Chub Rub? When your thighs rub together while you're wearing shorts, skirts, dresses, or swimwear and make you uncomfortable. That's chafing. It's also commonly called Chub Rub.
Listen, there might be other products that exist, but you know what? You know what else existed before?
Does Chub Rub mean you're fat?
Yes.
Not Y-O-U apostrophe R-E, Y-O-U-R. Does Chub Rub mean you're fat?
Dude, it's one of my favorite things. We all do it. We've all done it. Like the misspell, mispunctuation, there, and there, and your, and your, all that, whatever. But I love when somebody's trying to be really tough or insulting or look at me how smart I am, and they do that. Then I'm like, star.
Yeah.
Asterisk, your.
Fucking dumbass.
If there's any more stupid people in this world, you should just go ahead and cancel your own social media account. Y-O-U-R. E. There's not even a little thing in there. Like, wait, you just fucked it all up. You just like don't even understand.
Oh, should my inner thighs touch? How do you get a thigh gap?
See, that's how vain people are. People are Google. Awesome. Those pop up because those are things that people actually Google.
That's a good question. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you a thigh gap or no thigh gap kind of guy?
I don't know.
Yeah. You got to stop and think. What does Mrs. Corey look like?
No, she's got one.
Gap?
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on, man. Come on, buddy.
Well, hey.
Come on, buddy.
I didn't say that was my thing.
No, it depends on the person. It really does.
Yeah.
Men shouldn't have them. Like, I don't like my men with thigh gaps. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You almost let me on those ones.
At the fucking Seahawks game, you're like, dude, you see the guy over there? Fucking thigh gap?
That gross. Probably doesn't even eat cheeseburgers. He probably eats kale all day long.
He's probably a grower
and drinks Michelob Ultras.
He's probably a grower, not a shower.
You know what's funny? I was at the Seahawks game a couple of months ago. Yeah, I was at the Seahawks game a couple of weeks ago. I forgot to mention this. So there's the beer vendors that I
wouldn't mention that to anybody.
No. There's the beer vendors that have the tubs of beer.
Yeah.
We talked about the thing where like the whole social distancing, like COVID stuff. They're like, they won't let you pay in cash, but they'll let you touch this one thing that everybody touches. And then they hand it to you for you to hold. But you put your card in it because they don't want to touch your card, but you're fucking holding it. Like, hey, how smart are you, you fucking idiot? Anyways,
he's just doing his job, dude.
No, I know, but and we talked about that part. But anyways, I'm a Bud Light guy, right? Especially at sporting events. If I'm gonna get a beer,
how much are they over there now?
They're still like $9.50. I know I say only $9.50, but yeah, they're expensive.
Dude, the markup is fucking.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
No shame,
dude. You can get an 8-pack of the same bottles at the mini mart, which are always more expensive than if you were to buy them at the grocery store. An 8-pack of that, huh?
And keister them in.
What do you say?
And keister them in?
No,
shove them up your ass.
I'm just saying, like you buy them at I thought you said, I don't know what the fuck you said. It was not registering. But at the store, it's eight 16-ounce aluminum bottles like you would get at the game. It's for $10. And the other day, this was actually a couple weeks ago, I bought some for. I was like, I'm gonna have them like I have them at the stadium. Bring them home, and I realized because it was just $10. I did the math in my head. I was like, that's what they charge for one. I was like, it's literally 8-to-1 ratio. It's 8. Then mark it up 8 times. So they said, this is what it fucking 8 times. Fucking America. And I pay it. Everybody does. Anyways, that's why I was pointing the story.
You know what you need?
What?
Have you heard of the Freedom Flask?
I think so.
You need one.
Freedom Flask.
Yeah. It's basically
put it in your junk.
Yeah, it's a fanny pack. Right? You put it on
yeah.
You stuff it in your pants, and then it has a little nozzle, so you just unzip
what we
your
actually
zipper.
do? This is what we normally do. So they have these running pouches, the little water bottles that you have in these pouches that are about, I don't know, they look like a boob. Just give them to my wife. She tucks them in her bra.
Yeah, but she doesn't always go with you.
No, but when she does, we've done that before. I learned that from a friend of a friend. I'll tell you off the air. It's brilliant though. Or you just buy little mini bottles.
Freedom Flask.
I know what you're talking about. But anyways.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I've seen it.
I'm going to buy you one.
I won't.
Currently unavailable. What?
NFL probably bought them all. Like, fuck these guys. Not selling these things. One other thing I wanted to ask you. So, do you remember, or rephrase this?
When we
do you remember
in love.
Do you know any gimmick products off the top of your head where you were like, ooh, this could be a good idea, then you realized it was a piece of crap, or just knew it was a piece of crap before you even would ever think about buying it? And you kind of mentioned the whole like
Flex Seal.
Yeah, I'm sure that has a purpose and I'm sure it works. I don't have any. I haven't bought it, but anything like that, I'm going to tell you what came to my mind. 2 things. First of all, who buys 2 liter of sodas anymore?
My mother-in-law.
So my opinion about 2 liters of soda is it's great. Probably saves you money if you drink it within a day.
Dude, I've had this discussion with my wife.
Yes. If you don't drink it within a day, punch yourself in the chode. Okay.
I think you get more than I think you get a day or two out of it.
Maybe you know what I'm saying though, because after a certain amount of time, day or two, borderline, whatever, it gets flat. Do you remember they used to sell those little pumps that you screw to the top of 2 liters? Like, keep it fresh.
No.
Yeah, they had them for a while when I don't remember how long ago, but I remember seeing them and I remember going, first of all, if you're buying a 2 liter and you need to use that.
Dude, I don't drink soda like you do.
This is all I drink. I've showed you. And if I do, it's usually only on this. I don't even drink them that much often.
If I drink soda, I'll have a Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi, because I actually like the taste more than regular Coke or Pepsi.
Right, which is fair. I get that.
I
used to do that with Diet Crack
or a Sprite every once in a while. Diet Crack,
Diet Crack or Diet Meth, way better. The flavor is so much better. Don't even get me started on diet heroin. Okay.
Gimmicky products.
So, like, let me tell you this one that's going to take you way back. You remember the CD openers they used to sell? You probably never bought one. Most people didn't. I think I got one for free. That's the only reason to have it. Remember CDs? You remember how difficult it used to be to open, like the plastic on them?
Yeah.
And by the way, people out there that know CDs, is what music used to come on after cassette tapes. Okay. Now you can download everything. But it used to have this little razor blade, and you put it on the one side. You open it, it was just at the right depth where it would just cut the plastic, and you could take the whole cover off. And it was a cool idea, but I was like, mind you, as a kid, I'm like, I'm not paying $1 for that piece of shit. Or if you were at the nice CD store, it was like $2.99, and I just would never do it. I was like, fuck it, I'll just figure it out, because you can get it off eventually, but it's just supposed to be making it a lot easier. Somehow I acquired one of these, and it might have been that I finally was like, for $1, I got to try this, see if it works. I think I used it 2 or 3 times, and I was like, it's not worth trying to remember where I put it.
Hang on, Amazon.
Oh God,
CD case opener tool. Wow, it came up.
Yes, it's not I didn't make this up.
$1.69.
69.
Nice.
Somebody's like, I'm gonna sell this for $1.50.
I don't know.
Somebody's like, dude,
six or $9, something like that. $4.20. I don't know. Dude, that's weird.
Yeah.
So
the fact that somebody's
$1.69, $5.62 shipping. Get fucked,
dude.
And they have another one like a keychain for $5.99, $4.40 shipping. Fuck off. Then they have another one for $7.17 Prime.
Mm-hmm.
If I order it right now, I'll get it by Sunday.
Make sure you jump all over that with all those CDs you gotta open. Anyways, but like I was just trying to think of all these gimmicky products. There's times where you hear and see, and I shouldn't even say just products, but brands. Like I mentioned earlier, the Super Bowl. There's going to be somebody that's going to pay a ton of money to advertise that we've never heard of. It always happens. It's always some obscure.
What was that
something.
brand? What was it?
And they're
Taco
begging.
Bell? Taco Bell or fucking Mountain Dew or somebody. Remember Puppy Diaper Baby? Puppy Diaper Baby. Puppy Diaper Baby.
No.
No?
It's been a while since there's been good Super Bowl commercials. I'm hoping there are.
Wow.
Were you just singing? It's been a while.
Yeah. I hate that band.
Why isn't it Stained?
Yeah.
Look at that memory bank. Where did that? Is somebody listening to that around you, or did you just randomly like? It's been a while.
You just said
a random song.
You just said it's been a while. And I
didn't really realize it.
No.
I didn't realize that I had tuned you into singing. It's been a while. But anyways, there's always somebody tries to advertise during the Super Bowl that's some obscure thing. I miss the Bud Light commercials, the classic Bud Light commercials, like Bud White. Like there is a period in time where the commercials in the Super Bowl were fantastic.
They still are to some extent.
They're fantastic, like but they're usually like not that great. Like
I
last
think
year, there
they're
was a
just-
couple that were really good, but I already don't remember what they were. But I want to say one was a Doritos commercial, and the other one was like GoDaddy or something. Like GoDaddy always seems to have one with Danica Patrick or whatever.
She's bow-legged, dude. Have you ever seen her? Like
I've seen her.
bow-legged.
Hey, there's some bow-legged bitches out there.
Like what happened to your legs? Like, why are you so bow-legged?
Just sitting on top of the NASCAR drivers all the time.
And she looks like that silhouette cowboy sticker you see on back of people's trucks. You know, sitting there.
Speaking of trucks,
Trucks, and more trucks. And tell them the bone sent you.
the boner sent you. I mean, the bone sent you. You know what I heard?
Tell them my boner sent you.
I heard that he is a big, he's got a big head. And the fact that he has a shaven head, it's like, it looks even more massive because you see it in person. You're like, my God.
Oh, I thought you were talking about his fucking hammer.
No, I'm talking about his noggin.
You like walk into Northwest Motorsports and he's just like, and tell him the bone sent you. And this fucking thing is just fucking swinging around in his pants.
No. You're disgusting. Dumb bitch. Know it.
Fucking Jay Buhner, more like Jay Boner.
Jay Boner. I bet you he does that too. He probably does. Hey, they call me the Bone. And it's not because of my name. Want some? I got some Chub rub juice.
You know what I mean?
I got some Chub rub juice.
Oh, that's a callback. I think that's a callback, right?
It is.
What they call that in the industry.
It is. So I've talked to a couple people over the last couple weeks, and I wanted to mention to you that they are totally 100% want a Corey and Jason night out with the viewers and the subscribers. And by a lot of people, and one person told me this. So,
oh yeah, one of your coworkers sent me a lovely screenshot of me. It was work related, and then he at the bottom of it, he's like, by the way, episode whatever was gold, and it's a picture of me like fucking fucking like so stupid.
Dude, I think once people start actually watching this, we're just going to be on all the cool shows. We'll be on Joe Rogan. He'll interview us. He'd be like, how are you guys so goddamn funny?
Yeah.
I mean, let's go, Brandon. Anyways, got some crazy stuff going on in the world right now, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yep.
COVID's just fucking tearing shit apart.
Is it?
You know?
Is it?
So my wife came home tonight and we were talking about how all the hospitals are overrun.
Why shouldn't she be working overtime?
Well, she doesn't work in the hospital.
Oh,
for the hospital. I don't know. I mean,
look,
I've seen a couple bands cancel tours because they're saying that they can't guarantee that at some point somebody in their crew isn't going to get sick. My company has grounded us and told us to minimize face-to-face contact. It's weird.
Okay.
Weird.
I don't know. I mean, there's certain things that, in my opinion, I wish I could talk about.
IMHO.
But like, I don't know. I can't get over. You know what?
We don't need to go down this road.
No, we don't need to. But you know what? I'm going to say this one thing. Either the vaccine works or it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Not mean.
Not mean. Like, don't tell me it works and then say, well, you know what? This is what I'm saying.
You already said something. You can't say
somebody posted some every once in a while, somebody posts something that actually is really funny. And this person posted and said, hey, you guys, it's fucking cold as fuck outside. Could you please put your coat on so I am not cold? Thank you.
I saw one today that said CNN fucking hasn't said anything about Greta since she turned 18. I was like, dude.
You know what? We haven't talked about
What?
fucking Betty White.
Who cares?
I thought she was fantastic,
Meh.
but it's sad. You know who I blame?
Who?
People Magazine.
Why?
Because they created a magazine cover for the month of December that was Betty White turns 100. We celebrate with her. Her birthday is not till next week, as of right now. She was going to turn 100, and they were talking about all these things and blah 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 blah, and then she died on New Year's Eve.
Whatever.
Hey,
so she was on. I say whatever because I think she was on a roast and she was on Golden Girls. Other than that,
did you? Hey,
and I didn't watch Golden Girls. My parents did.
Look, I understand. She was on a bunch. She just did a bunch of stuff. Maybe you're right. Maybe
to me,
you have some,
I'm just saying that's why
Absolutely.
I'm like.
Did you ever see the movie The Proposal with Ryan Reynolds?
Oh, hey, more importantly, fuck Betty White. Bob Saget died, dude.
No, that is true. Bob Saget died. I have a feeling he was gonna blow the top off. And I'm joking. I'm just joking. I was hoping you're gonna get the sarcasm. No, that was sad because like the night before, he did a stand up the night before and posted something on social media about how thank you for coming out, everybody, and did this video. And then like I don't know, it's weird that they haven't said why yet. Or maybe they haven't. I haven't seen it. I'm searching for it.
Couple articles I read said no signs of foul play, no drugs or alcohol,
right?
And the way they found him was typical of somebody that went into cardiac arrest.
Well, that's sad.
So
I like
he must have went.
I do. It's funny.
Finished the show, went back to his hotel room, and just fucking. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean he was one of those guys where he was like he was on Full House. Everybody as a kid watched him.
Yeah, but when he came out with the fucking raunchy comedy, and
like, dude, that's what I'm saying. TV, he was like this funny dude. The first time I ever saw anything he did stand up, I was like, holy shit. Mr. Tanner's a fucking dirty motherfucker.
Well, yeah, you and I grew up, with that. And before that, at least for me, America's Funniest Home Videos.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was at the same time. I mean, he was the only guy.
Time?
He was the origination. He was the first one that did it for years.
Yeah, he was the original fucking ridiculousness. Yeah. He didn't need Chanel West Coast or that other black dude playing videos. It was just him. Yeah.
And he was hilarious.
Yep.
So
rest in peace.
Rest in peace, my friend. But yeah, this year sucked already. It really has. And it's the goddamn fucking 12th.
It doesn't feel any different. It's the same shit.
Well, I don't mean that. I was hoping magically something would change. It's not. It's going to be bad. It's just as bad as the last 2 years. Period.
Did we make resolutions?
No. I just said I was going to stop calling you dirty names, but I haven't held to that at all. No. Fucking. I think the next time I called you up. I was like, "What's you up, stanky bitch?" It's like, whoops. Hasn't even been 24 hours since I said I was going to not do that. Anyways, but that's all I got. Until next time.
Where are we at? I think we're at an hour.
I think we're close to that, maybe a little over. But you know what? I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Don't forget to like and comment below.
Yeah. I'm going to
tell your friends.
I'm going to fit for an autopsy Saturday night.
Oh, you did tell me about that.
I did.
With a woolly mammoth.
Yep, with the woolly mammoth.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Wool dog. You guys should get some corn dogs outside.
Maybe he'll corn dog me.
And then oh, Jesus. All right. Well, that went downhill quickly. Peace out. Don't forget to scream and shout.
Rock out or jam out with your clams out.
Jam out with your clams out. Go Indianapolis Colts.